I'm going to be talking about the Daily Wire today. I'm not going to get too political with it. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going onto the Daily Wire website, and we're going to just be perusing all of the wonderful content that they have to offer. Because like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, or any other streaming service, the Daily Wire has numerous options, such as movies and TV shows for you to enjoy and spend your evening watching. Now, this content it has a variety of topics, anything from Dr. Fauci to China to transphobia by Matt Walsh for an hour and a half. But I'm just going to go through the entire website because they have made a lot of partnerships recently. There is a catalog of Jordan Peterson content on this website, PragerU content on this website. This content is a fucking cesspool. This whole website is a goddamn cesspool, and I'm just gonna go into it today, if you don't mind. I have the website pulled up. Enough stalling. This is dailywire.com, and I'm on the watch tab because it's essentially like any other streaming service, right? You have your browse tab, and then you have your different genres. However, unlike action, horror, thriller, you have the Daily Wire, Jordan Peterson, PragerU. If you notice to the right of movies, there is a concerning category. One that I don't think should be there. Kids. Do you see that? Do you see the kids tab? Do you see that the Daily Wire makes kids content? I think we'll save the kids tab for later, but just keep in mind that there is kids content on this fucking platform. We're going to start on just the main screen so you can see what they're advertising. You have The Ben Shapiro Show, obviously. Michael Knows, Matt Walsh, Candace, Andrew Clavin. I hate all these fucking people. And then you have Jordan Peterson. Dragons, Monsters, and Men. That's such a fucking dumb, stupid, gay-ass title. Can I say that? Can I say that that is a gay-ass title? You know what? Fuck you. And then we have Maps of Meaning, Genesis, Jordan Peterson is a goddamn buffoon. I don't care what anyone says. And then we have PragerU, an even dumber idiot. Fireside Chat with Dennis Prager. If you want to pay for that. We're going to be watching trailers and actual clips from some of this content, but I'm just kind of introing it here. First, we have just the actual Daily Wire. A lot of this is behind a paywall, I will preface. That's why we're going to be sticking to trailers, because I'm not giving this shit stain a fucking cent. Do you see this thumbnail here? The Liberal World Order, episode 1039 of The Michael Knowles Show. Why does the White House covered in pride flags? What the fuck am I looking at? The Liberal World Order? Are you fucking okay, Michael? Okay, I don't even know where to fucking begin. Jesus Christ. I can't watch this, can I? Yeah, I have to be a member. And if you notice at the top here, to unlock Daily Wire Plus, I have to pay $8 a month. That is the going price for a premier streaming service, if you see. That is more than Hulu. That is like the same as Disney or Amazon. That is fucking ridiculous. Fucking piece of shit. Jordan Peterson. Sorry, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. Twitter ban. In order to protect feelings, Twitter continues its policing against speech. Here, Dr. Jordan deconstruct the tweet that put him in the crosshairs and call out the woke moralists he refuses to back down to. I have to watch this.
Hello, everyone. A few days ago,
it's going to let me watch this for free.
In response to one of the latest happenings on the increasingly heated culture war front.
Are we doing this?
In response to the decision of an actor named Ellen Elliott Page. I am employing this awkward and impossible naming style because it is now apparently mandatory and am probably doing it wrong.
Excuse me,
Jordan? You're doing it wrong is the whole point of what has been made mandatory. But also, I'm trying to make a point. I've essentially been banned from Twitter as a consequence.
You see this fucking guy?
I say banned, although
fuck this piece of shit.
I have been suspended But the suspension will not be lifted unless I delete the hateful tweet in question, and I would rather die than do that. And hopefully it will not.
That's how Twitter works.
Who the hell
Hi, we've noticed that you've tweeted some things that we don't want on our website. Please delete these before we reactivate your account.
That
is like a normal...
And that fuss is just beginning.
What is this fucking monologue about getting suspended from Twitter?
That I said
you fucking man baby. Grow up.
Here's the tweet in question. Remember when pride was a sin? And Ellen Page just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician.
I'm glad you got banned for that. What the fuck, man? You can't.
Happening. The response from Twitter. Quote,
whoa, Jordan.
Violating our rules against hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people.
What did I get myself
race,
into?
Ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease.
Yeah, Jordan.
By clicking delete, you acknowledge that your tweet violated the Twitter rules. Delete. If you think we've made a mistake, submit an appeal to us. Please note that, should you do so, your account will remain locked while we review your appeal.
Okay, that's enough.
Let's take this apart.
I'm sorry. Anyone who takes a word that this incel fucking utters seriously is a moron. This guy is so fucking dumb. This guy should not be a self-help speaker. He can barely manage his own life. He is so insecure and just incapable of basic care. It's unbelievable how moronic this piece of shit is. Anyway, I need to move away from the Jordan Peterson tab. PragerU, is any of this free, or do I have to pay to watch any Prager? To see The Danger of Health Above All by Dennis Prager, I have to unlock access with an insider membership. Darn. I really wanted to see Dennis rant about how prioritizing the public safety mid-pandemic is actually a bad thing. Okay, we're going to move on to the movie tab. I'm done with these pieces of shit. These dumbasses produce full fucking movies. First, there's a very famous one. A lot of people heard in 2020 when the Daily Wire released a movie. I believe Ben Shapiro... Was Ben Shapiro directly involved? I don't know who was directly involved in making this movie, but it's the first major movie and the first one that you see on their website that they produced, and it's about a school shooting. It's called Run, Hide, Fight. I'm just gonna play the trailer to this because I don't even know to this day what the fuck they were thinking.
We'll see all kinds of dumb stuff today. Swim captain, we'll have Thai food delivered.
Okay, we are in charge now, so
Jesus Christ.
Pull out whichever app you use to do live streaming video. Get them up and running and point it at me. Now!
I'm gonna just stop playing this now. This is horrendous. But yeah, Ben Shapiro made a movie about dead kids. Woo-wee! Woo! I don't even know what to say. I'm in absolute shock. I heard about this 2 years ago, and still watching just half of the trailer, I can't speak afterwards. I forgot to put my webcam back on. Hello. Holy shit. This is just... Shout out the Daily Wire. I think that was the first one that they made. And then there's so many now. We have What is a Woman from Matt Walsh. Created Equal, Clarence Thomas. We have The Greatest Lie Ever Told, George Floyd and the Rise of BLM by Candace Owens. Fauci Unmasked, China the Enemy Within. There's so many hunks of dog shit on this website. I want to play you the trailer for What is a Woman. Now, I watched the entirety of What is a Woman in my free time for some godforsaken reason. thought it'd be fun. Date night, whatever, fuck you. It's basically just 90 minutes of transphobia. That's all the movie is. It's just Matt Walsh being transphobic. That's the movie. And so I'm going to play the trailer so you can get a little taste of what the full 90 minutes are going to be.
For the past year.
Also, yes, he did go to Africa. He went to a rural village in Kenya, and he asked them what they think about trans people and what they define a woman as. And it's... I fucking hate Matt Walsh.
For the past year, asking one simple question. What is a woman? What is a woman?
What is it?
What is it?
What is a woman, Matt? Tell me, Matt. Matt Walsh.
Dumb question?
Matt.
I've been asking everybody this, and almost nobody can.
Oh my... that board is in the movie in like 7 different scenes. He keeps cutting to this fucking board that just keeps getting worse. He has like a fucking like Pepe Sylvia board. You don't get it back. Pepe Sylvia, the mail. They're not getting their mail back. He does this with what is a woman. He's trying to understand trans people, and he has a fucking board with pins and string, and it's so funny to me the way that this movie to me is just watching Matt Walsh be retarded for 90 minutes because he's brain dead. He has brain rot. He's a dumb man. His brain doesn't work.
Answer.
What is a woman?
What is a...
Also, yes, Jordan is in this too. He is like a plague. He is like the Garfield of conservatism. He just appears everywhere, and it is unbelievable. I hate this woman. What is a woman? It's a great question. Oh, I don't know why I agreed to this interview. Oh, fuck.
Thank you for being here.
I think this interview.
Also, yeah, this guy, I think he's a house member, and he just, like, 2 minutes into the interview is like, this is not what I thought it was, and I'm gonna leave because fuck you, Matt Walsh. You're asking loaded questions, and you're trying to make me say transphobic shit, and I'm gonna go.
It's over.
This is
I just
over.
wanted to know, what is a woman?
I just want to know what a woman is. I just want to know.
It's not a complicated question.
It's not a complicated question. It's not. Matt Walsh just wants to know what a woman is, okay? Holy shit. We have Created Equal by Clarence Thomas. There is no trailer for this, and I don't want to watch one. This is just like a life story about Clarence Thomas, which I don't need. Fuck you, Clarence, you sack of shit. I hope you die young. Wait, you didn't, because you're an old sack of shit. Well, die on time then, will ya? Then we have The Greatest Lie Ever Told. George Floyd in the... This was made by Candace Owens. I would like you all to keep that in mind.
He exhibited that behavior 11 months earlier.
I've never been so hurt inside.
This I have not seen. I don't know what the fuck this is.
And even as I'm speaking to you right now, it's starting to come back.
This is an autonomous zone.
23 out of 24 hours in this cell. No TV, no magazines, no books, no nothing.
So anytime a customer brings a counterfeit bill, and you see we have plenty of them, we tell them, hey, this is counterfeit. If the customer insists, then we call the police.
How did you feel watching the trial?
I thought it was a sham.
All right, so I just want to start it with just you stating your name for the record, as well as your professional background.
I have been a police officer in the state of Minnesota for almost 4 decades.
Forensic criminologist and certified...
God, the music is so eerie.
...practices expert.
They're really trying to paint a picture with this, aren't they? Jesus fucking Christ, man.
4.5 years, almost 5 years.
So you guys, in many ways, were some of the people that were the closest to him. And I don't remember seeing your faces on the news or anybody talking to you, so I guess let's just start with that. You guys knew him best, so who was George Floyd?
You're right, we haven't...
I'm gonna guess that this is two things. A character assassination of George Floyd to make the victim look bad and make it look like it was his fault that he was murdered by police, and then for some fucking reason. And then secondly, I would assume that they're going to focus heavily on the protests and call them riots, not protests, and say that they were very violent and a lot of shit was burned down, actually. That's my guess. This is just 90 minutes of Candace Owens being like anti-BLM for some fucking reason. Whoa. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I'm in shock. Candace, dick fit in your mouth. Jesus Christ, Candace. Now, these trailers are not available on the Daily Wire, but I did find them on YouTube. So here is Fauci Unmasked, the official trailer. Fauci Unmasked is apparently a deep dive into the truth of Dr. Anthony Fauci, and how he's actually a corrupt politician, and how everything he says is a lie. And that's why you shouldn't get vaccinated or something.
He's the highest paid employee in our federal government. And beginning in the spring of 2020, Dr. Fauci began to set national policy that affected the way that 330 million Americans...
Oh yeah, this one's made by Michael Knowles.
For goodness sakes, I'm telling you, wear a mask, keep social distancing. There's nothing political about that.
But who is Anthony Fauci?
People
God,
who have
what is it with these people with the fucking bulletin boards?
That don't particularly care for me.
In this short series, we will do what the establishment media have refused to do. We will give you an unvarnished look at the career of the most powerful politician in America.
AIDS?
Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Gain of function research? AIDS?
Has a more effective message.
What is this about? They unmasked Fauci, dude. Jesus Christ, Michael Knowles' bulletin board just put Matt Walsh's to shame. That board was like fucking 6 feet wide. Holy shit. Anyway, this is not just a movie. That's probably why the board was so big, because this is a 3-part fucking series. It's unbelievable. Oh, what is up, Mr. Good Wrench? Yeah, I don't know what this garbage is. This is, I'm going through the dailywire.com, and I'm seeing everything that this $8 a month streaming service has to offer before I give them my money. And I'm starting to realize that maybe I should not purchase a subscription. The first episode of Fauci Unmasked is, they call him a politician, which I don't get. He's not one of those, at least not until like 2020, kind of. The first one is called The Trial Run. Number 2 is called Concocting a Crisis. And the finale is I Am Science. Also, you're right. He was appointed by Reagan, but they don't like to talk about that. Anyway, can we get a shout out? Is there a quote of Fauci saying, I am science? Is that what... what is that fucking title? I am science? I love this so much. I hope there's a second season. Shout out, Fauci Unmasked. Jesus Christ. But yeah, how are you doing, Mr. Wrench? Yeah, oh my god, yeah, how's your evening going? I'm just ranting about, the Daily Wire. Yeah, I figured I'd give the old content a peruse because, I mean, they have a whole catalog and they charge the same amount as Amazon, Disney, and Hulu. So I would hope that there's some decent shit on here, and I'm realizing there just might not be, unfortunately. But yeah, the next thing I was going to look at is China, the enemy within. I don't know what this is about, but and there's no trailer on the website, but I found a clip on YouTube from it called This Is Why LeBron Won't Denounce China. So do you want to watch a 6-minute excerpt from China, the enemy within about LeBron fucking James? Cool.
Fans were thrown out of NBA arenas for publicly displaying their support and waving banners on behalf of Hong Kong's pro-democracy dissidents. At the start of the 2019 season, one of the league's executives, Daryl Morey, the general manager of the Houston Rockets, the same team that Yao Ming began on in the early 2000s, tweeted in support of Hong Kong pro-democracy
Shout out Hong Kong.
NBA superstar James Harden said, "We apologize. We love China." The NBA called Maury's comments regrettable and said that he deeply offended many of our friends and fans in China.
John Gina?
But it was LeBron James who
shouldn't.
came after Maury to warn him against tweeting about things that
it
he
happens
wasn't,
to the best of
as
us, am I
James put
right?
it,
It's
educated
Hollywood,
about.
baby.
The
You gotta
question
learn
is,
Mandarin at
what
some point.
wasn't Daryl Morey educated about that somehow LeBron James knew about? James was precisely clear about his issue with Maury's tweet.
He spoke, and so many people could have been harmed, not only financially, but physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Oh, shout out Ukraine. I didn't realize that was
just
still
be careful
active.
what we tweet and
Someone
we
wants
say,
to click that, go
and what
for
we
it.
do, even though, yes, we do have freedom of speech, but there can be a lot of negative that comes with that too.
He talked about people getting hurt financially. He's talking not only about the NBA and franchise owners, he's also describing LeBron James'
Sorry, I don't know what to
own
say. I'm just
situation.
listening
The cost
to the
here
Daily
is
Wire
financial.
teach me about how LeBron loves China.
It's not just about James's NBA salary. It's also about his years-long sponsorship deals with Nike and Coca-Cola. These companies were two of the major U.S. corporations that lobbied against
that's what I'm thinking.
American legislation.
Wrench, I'm thinking
that sought
just
to keep US
when you're like that
companies
big of an
out of
athlete
China's
with
Uyghur
the
regions.
fucking NBA, it's
in
either
that
lose
area
your
that
contract
forced labor
or
is rampant
delete it. Do what
across
they
the
say.
CCP's detention camps.
At that point, it's like
Both Nike
you just
and
kind of
Coke argued to protect U.S. corporate access
I don't know.
to
You
those
gotta
regions.
fold. It's a lose-lose.
The number one carrier of China's message is LeBron James. Now
The
the
number
NBA's
one carrier
top
of
superstar.
China's message is LeBron
What's more
James. I don't know if
convincing?
that's an
A
accurate
face that everyone
assessment.
knows, like LeBron James, or a Chinese
When I think of
Communist
the
Party
Chinese
official
Communist Party
promoting the party to
and the
American
crimes they have
viewers,
committed against the Uyghur
ideally, you
people,
would want to
my
have
first thought
an
is
American
LeBron James
megastar
whispering sweet
pushing
nothings in
your
my
own
ear,
interests
telling me that
on
it's all
American
okay
audiences.
and it's for the better.
Many goods
Yes,
used in the
LeBron
NBA
is the
are
number
allegedly
one
made in Uyghur detention
association
camps.
people have with
Like
China.
many of the
You're right.
clothing items that the NBA and league franchises are making billions of dollars off of. But both the CCP and American corporations, including the NBA,
It's not like the
are
Disney
hiding behind
Corporation
LeBron James and his
has
advocacy of
tighter
political
ties
causes
corporately
here at home
with
in America.
the
where
Communist
he sows
Party, or
discord
any number
and
of
distrust
entities that aren't
of law
even
enforcement.
American. Yeah, that's what I'm
On
saying,
the one
Wrench.
hand,
Like,
James and the NBA are supporters of
I don't wanna say
so-called
how I
important
feel, but
domestic causes in the United States.
I will say
And
that I
yet,
will
on the other, they're
not
covering
identify
for
with the
CCP
current
police
conservative party because
This
they're
is
all
not a
anti-vax,
contradiction, it's
conspiracy,
misdirection.
fascist
It's
assholes.
purposeful.
It's
They're
unbelievable.
deflecting their guilt from profiting off of
They
crimes
say
against
they're
humanity.
libertarian,
They're
but have they
using
ever
social
read John
justice
Locke?
messaging to
You know they
obscure the
haven't.
fact that they're making money from the vicious depredations.
I'm a
from the
libertarian, and
cruelties
that's why I
that the
like
Chinese
police.
Communist Party visits on its own
Sorry.
people. And
I said I
this
wouldn't get
is
too
appalling.
political, but like, it's hard.
How is it-
We're watching Daily Wire videos. Anyway. Here, let me bring it down a little.
Let's say you've been a bad girl. Let's say, hypothetically, you've been a naughty girl even.
Of course.
Okay. And if you were a naughty girl,
That's what I'm saying,
you'd also
Rich.
be my dirty little slut, right?
Ooh, I love the echo.
Then, hypothetically speaking, you
Of
would be
course.
my little cum slut.
Hypothetically.
Now, let's say
Now-
that you're also daddy's girl.
Let's say.
Now that we've established that you're both a bad girl and daddy's girl, then I believe you'd agree with me when I say that you deserve a spanking.
Is
Am
that
I
not an
correct?
extrapolation? No.
A
Am I
bad girl
correct?
deserves a spanking. And
Yes,
as
she
I am
does.
daddy, you are my girl, so I am the one who must provide punishment.
Sorry, I had to lighten the mood. It was getting too political. But yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, they're just like 10, 20 years ago. I mean, politics have always been something that are not fun to talk about, but like specifically since Donald Trump. To say you identify on the right side of the aisle in America, it basically means you like Trump and you think a number of conspiracy theories are true that conflict with each other entirely. It is unbelievable. Like I don't know. Also, like anti-vaxxers were like hippie liberals 10 years ago. Politics make no sense to me. I don't get who believes what. All I know is what I believe, and I try not to share it too often. And I like laughing at idiots like Ben. because Ben is a little dumb. He's a little dumb little idiot. He's a little stupid. Now, let's say, hypothetically, that you're Daddy's little girl, right? Now, theoretically, if you were Happy's little girl, I would have to spank your tight little... Oh, that is sad, yeah. You do hear stories of that, of, like, relatives getting too far down, like, a QAnon rabbit hole or whatever, and you gotta just delete their Facebook account and, like, take them on a vacation to another country for a week and just let them forget. Give them a reset. Come on, Grandma. You know better. Thankfully, no one directly related to me has gone full conspiracy nut, but I have heard stories. Oh, Jesus Christ. What else is on the Daily Wire? What we saw on Apollo 11. Is this a conspiracy about the moon landing? Please tell me this is a conspiracy about the moon landing and that it's not real. Oh, it is. They say it's real? Fuck you. I wanted a fucking conspiracy movie. Anyway, I think... Oh! I saved the best for last. I was almost done. There is a kids tab on this website, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to see what Ben Shapiro peddles to children? Coming soon? Okay, we have to watch this video. Apparently, Daily Wire Kids is a $100 million commitment to creating an environment that parents can trust. So the Daily Wire is investing $100 million of their own dollars to create an entertainment platform for children that parents can trust because it'll provide the truth.
Because of the great reporting of Chris Rufo, we got to see leaked footage from inside Disney of high-up Disney employees saying things like, we have a not-so-secret gay agenda. Saying things like, we're adding in queerness.
I'm sorry. If you have a child's platform and within 15 seconds of the announcement video, you are talking about the gay agenda, I think you have a fucking problem. This is not for kids. This is a propaganda machine. You're trying to make... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're adding in queerness wherever we can. Another executive within the company said, if anything, we don't have enough LGBTQIA representation in content made for very small children.
Okay.
So what are we going to do about it? Well, we're going to do the same thing we always do. We're going to build alternatives. Americans have enormous economic might. They just don't have any alternatives. The Daily Wire is building those alternatives. And today, I'm proud to tell you that we will be launching Daily Wire Kids.
We're announcing that we'll be launching Daily Wire Kids. Oh no. Oh God, don't do that.
DW Kids is not a direct response to the
Don't launch DW Kids. You shouldn't be doing that.
We've been working on this.
Don't launch that website. Don't make that.
To the world.
Oh
something
God.
That we've known all along. Something that anyone working in the entertainment industry has known
I'm on the
for a
verge
long
of tears.
time. That they are hell bent on taking your children away from you. But what they did today is they exposed it to the whole world. And we want to say there is an alternative coming. We've been working on it for months, which is why I'm proud to tell you that
They're
3 months
trying
ago,
to take your
we
kids
hired
from you.
Our first 2 writers.
And we're
for
here to
DW
take them
Entertainment.
back.
There's 6 scripts in to our very first animated kids show, which is called Chilla Time.
Yeah, kiss that money goodbye, Ben. Disney will
Chilla
not
Time
fucking...
is a family of chinchillas who homeschool
Chilla
their
Time.
kids.
Wait, what is this?
And they don't homeschool their kids in sort of the normal way. There's not a lot of sitting around.
Is this
at tables.
encouraging
There's not a lot of
QAnon
arts and crafts.
homeschooling?
There's completely immersive insanity. When the Chilla parents want to teach their Chilla kids about George Washington, suddenly the kids find themselves fighting in the Revolutionary War. But things don't ever go quite like they're supposed to because, of course, we're the Daily Wire and we're not
normal.
Our second piece of
what
DW
the
Kids
fuck
content
is this?
It's called Doodles with Noodles.
Doodles with Noodles? Is this where the kid has to doodle with Ben's noodle and then he gets accused of assault?
Will teach kids
how
to do drawings alongside his friend, the puppet, Noodles. While Noodles is very eager to participate in the drawing process, his drawings never quite turn out the way that Ethan intends. It's an absolutely hilarious concept, and we'll get to see kids actually learn skills that they don't have, while again also being utterly entertained, which is our first goal with all of our
God, how is this dragging
content.
so long?
Unlike
This is
Disney,
not even a 4-minute video, and it
create
feels
content,
painful.
which used to create content that parents could trust their children in front of. Parents will be able
This guy does.
to rest assured
I don't like
that their kids
listening
can
to him.
watch DW Kids, Entertainment, without having to review it first and then explain to their kids.
Oh, you better
why
review
mom and
your
daddy don't
shit
actually
before
agree
you
with that
play
TV
DW Kids
So
for
let's
your
have this
fucking
phrase that let's use
9-year-old.
it.
Here,
takes a
kid,
village,
here's the
they
new
say,
Matt Walsh
to
video
raise a
about
kid.
why trans
If that
people
ever
aren't
meant
real.
anything, it should have meant a
Screen
village
that,
is
please.
a collection of people who all share common values. If it ever did take a village,
Why does
to
he have like a
raise kids,
key
it took
around
a
his
village you
neck,
can
by the way?
trust.
What's that
And
for?
unfortunately, in this modern America of ascendant leftism, you cannot.
Is that the
trust
key to the
village
truth?
with your kids? You
He'll
will
unlock
be
it
able
for
to
you.
trust DW Kids content with your kids.
I do not. I do not trust DW Kids with my fucking children. A $100 million commitment. Wow, that's terrifying. They will have an animated Trump. No, you know they're going to go way worse with it. There's going to be like an MLK or a Frederick Douglass character that's going to be like, "Hi kids, today we're going to talk about the Civil War and why it wasn't that bad." I think I've had enough of the Daily Wire. Oh my god. Discuss? What is that? I don't want to discuss anything with you. Shop? Leftist tears? I don't want a leftist tears Tumblr. I don't want that, Ben. I want to go to the Matt Walsh shop. What is he? It's all What Is the Woman merch. It was about states' rights. States' rights to do what? It's funny how they never get past that second question. What the fuck is... what is this merch? Matt Walsh is a best-selling LGBTQ author. This is official Matt Walsh merchandise. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how this is $35 on the Daily Wire store? Can I want to spit on this. Holy shit. That's disgusting, Matt. There's a video about it?
You know, being a best-selling LGBTQ plus children's author, the #1 best-selling LGBTQ plus children's author in the world, is a great honor, and it also is a huge responsibility. And I'll be
You
honest,
were a
there's
straight
some
white man.
oppression and persecution that's come with it. I mean, what I encountered at Loudoun County, went on Dr. Phil, and I've been attacked by other members of the LGBT community.
I hate
wants to
Dr.
ask why
Phil.
you care so much, because it's really not that big of a deal.
But at the end of the day, it's been a huge honor for me, and I try to stay humble about it, because humility is key. Some people in the office say this is all going to my head, but honestly, I just don't see it.
Okay, I'm going to click off of this right away. My pronouns are handsome and... Okay, Jesus. Fucking he, him, Walrooks. Oh, that's right. I forgot this asshole also did the shitty kids book Johnny the Walrus. This guy just hates trans people. What's up with that? Why is he like that? Why is he... What is this? Oh, it's just... You want to spend $180 on a shitty piece of metal? Fuck you. Okay, I'm done with the fucking Daily Wire. Well, that was me ranting about the Daily Wire. Something they know a lot about, dropping bombs. Well, they do like doing that, which is funny because they're all libertarians. Well, they claim to be, but they also love interventionist war. It's funny how that works. Also imperialism. But also they hate the government. But they love the military and police. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to stop ranting. That was it. That was the Daily Wire. That was it for me ranting about the Daily Wire. If you enjoyed that, make sure to follow if you're new. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. But yeah, that was about it.
Right? Then, hypothetically speaking, you would be my little cum slut. Now, let's say that you're also daddy's girl. Now that we've established that you're both a bad girl and daddy's girl,